Go ask Kylie for the iPad.
All right, I'll leave you alone, but apparently someone died in here.
No, dude. Nothing like pina colada in October. I hope one day my son sees this and he's like, damn, I'm really proud of my dad. Shooting podcasts, YouTube videos in his shed. Welcome back, guys. We're back. And when I say we're back, I mean welcome to our show for the first time in a year, maybe. We're happy to be back. We're in our new miniature side headquarters.
Studio? Yeah, the little studio.
Yeah, like our little studio. It's a man cave and in my backyard. My new backyard. Our new backyard.
Congratulations on the new house. Yeah.
Thank you. It's a lot of work. A lot of sucking,
something.
But I'm really happy. And this is just temporary, like the way it looks. It's going to look way cooler than this.
Dude, you did a good job here, dude.
Oh, thanks. This took me hours, bro. This took me hours. But we're here, guys. It's October 2024. It is still about 90 degrees out. So if you see us sweating, that's why. We're drinking pina coladas in October.
For it to be October, it is pretty hot. It's crazy.
It was 100 degrees today. And it's not like early October, guys. It is October 27th.
Yeah. Should we let them know that we procrastinated the fuck out of this episode?
We did. We're probably not even get this episode out before Halloween, but it doesn't fucking matter. To give you guys a rundown of what's going on in this episode, we're going to talk about some Phoenix mysteries. We're very excited about this. We're going to talk about the Phoenix Lights. Nobody really knows what happened. Omar, I wasn't even born yet.
I was not, no.
He's a little baby.
Yeah.
Also, happy birthday. Omar turned 21.
Thank you.
All the episodes before this when he was drinking.
No. I was drinking cranberry juice. That's what it wasn't.
Apple juice. But now he's legal. And
I'm
he's
legal.
Technically single, ladies.
Technically.
So you can hit him up whenever you want. But we're going to be talking about the Phoenix Lights. We're going to be talking about the Rosen House.
The Rosen House, yes.
Is it Rosen?
Well, it's double S, right? It's Rosen?
Wait, what?
Rosen? Is that what it is?
Rosen.
Rosen. Yeah.
I don't know. We're going to figure that out, too. That's a mystery right now as well. And then what else are we talking about?
The Superstition Mountains.
The Superstition Mountains.
Oh.
Which is a really creepy little... I didn't know it was so creepy until I started looking into it.
Well, I haven't heard about... I know about the Rosen House, like where it is and how it looks, but I didn't know that it was like a big thing in Phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've probably been there, though.
Oh, yeah.
You've probably taken photos there. Because it's actually, like, the Rosen House is right dead center of downtown Phoenix, basically. Well, maybe, like, 2 or 3 blocks off of the dead center. But I grew up going there a lot because, like, we would have field trips there. It's crazy. But we'll dive into that. Is there anything else you want to get out of the way before we get started?
Kylie makes a good pina colada.
Kylie and the girls are inside with Rexy. We'll put a really cute picture that Rexy and I took before we started shooting.
Adorbs. Real quick, who do you think he's gonna look more like?
Probably like his dad. I met his dad, and like they do already.
I fucking knew it. That baby came out blonde.
I don't know. Right now, he doesn't really look like either one of us. I don't think.
Yeah.
But I think he's gonna have my eyes, thank God. And then, but he has like my colored eyes, but like Kylie's shaped eyes. But then he has like Kylie's skin tone, but my nose. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think the Asian gene is strong, for sure.
I mean, the Hawaiian gene is pretty strong too. But, if you want to, I had a baby, guys. Since you guys, sorry, I think I don't even know if we said anything about that. And he's super cute.
Really cute.
I'm really fucking tired. Like if you leave, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Really? Is that what dad life is now?
No, it's just like I when I can sleep, I just sleep. I'm fucking tired. Like right now, I'm fucking tired. Like I'm tired. Like I had to take like some coffee and like some Monster Energy, and my heart's beating really fast right now.
Yeah.
But if I die, it's like good for the views.
Yeah.
Like heart attack on YouTube.
He did what? What happened to Aaron?
No, I feel great, and I'm tired, but I'm like I'm happy.
It's worth it to be this exhausted, right?
100%. It's really weird. Like I would let somebody stick 3,000 needles in my dick before I let like somebody hurt his feelings right now. Not that like I would be into that, but like
yeah, I was like that was a very specific.
Depends on who's sticking the needles in my dick.
That was a very specific like. Oh, I hope
like,
this
Kylie's
doesn't happen to me.
I might like it. You know, do another one. Okay, 2009.
Anyway,
999.
spooky episode, gory. It's a spooky, gory episode.
Yes, it's Halloween episode.
Halloween.
It's so scary in here.
Hope you guys are staying
We got
safe, going all
pumpkins.
these parties. I know you guys are drinking.
Yeah,
I
don't
feel
be-
sorry for your livers. I know I have.
You know what you have?
I know, bro. I've been. Well, now I can finally do
Yeah,
this. I'm going.
Omar's been on a tangent. He's single, and I saw him at the bar the other night. He had 6 girls around him. He made out with 3 of them. They were all 3s. But I
What?
mean, total props to you.
Game is
dog.
game. Game is game.
Game is game.
Game is game.
Game is over. No, but while you're out there, guys, be safe. Don't drink and drive. Honestly, you're fucking stupid if you drink and drive these days, because it's like one click of a button, you get an Uber.
And
One-
Waymo
one-
now.
one
Waymo's
phone
so.
call, like-
Have you been in a Waymo yet?
I don't want to give my review on Waymo.
Why is that?
I just had a bad experience in the Waymo. Like, it dropped me off like
Mm.
5 blocks away from my house, and there's nothing I could do. But it was because I lived in like a unorthodox neighborhood, and they dropped me off on where the park is, but on the opposite side of the park. So I had to walk all the way from the park to my
That's
house.
crazy. Oh, well, I thought you were gonna say like you had a bad experience, like the BJ wasn't all that.
Nah, I mean, I was more onto the stick shift, so it was like I was just riding that stick. But yeah, like, just be responsible, guys. We won't harp on it too much.
Yeah, be safe out there, y'all. Have fun, but in a safe manner.
Okay, guys, so we'll get into it because we don't have very much time. Omar has to be somewhere in someone in 19 minutes. We're not on a time crunch, but we are.
Well, you got to go to bed soon.
Oh, you're
You got to go to bed
funny,
soon.
dude. Oh my god. Okay, so the Phoenix Lights.
Phoenix Lights.
Dun dun dun. The Phoenix Lights.
I know very little about the Phoenix Lights. Actually, there's a movie called Phoenix Forgotten. If you haven't seen it,
I haven't
Dude,
seen that. I
it's
did see
really
that
good.
there's like movies about this. Okay, guys. So the Phoenix Lights were a series of widely cited unidentified objects. Should I do this in a scary voice?
if you want to,
I don't even know how to do this.
let's see. Let's hear your bedtime reading voice, because you gotta
like
you gotta
Rex?
get prepped. Yeah, you gotta
Okay.
get ready for it.
The Phoenix Lights were a series of widely cited unidentified flying objects observed in the skies over the southwestern U.S. states of Arizona and Nevada on March 13th, 1997. Lights of varying descriptions were seen between 7:30 and 10:30 p.m. in a space of about 300 miles from the Nevada line through Phoenix to the edge of Tucson. Some witnesses described seeing what appeared to be a huge Carpenter Square-shaped UFO containing 5 spherical.
Spherical. Yep.
Okay, spherical. There were 2 distinct events involved in the incidents: a triangular formation of lights seen to pass over the state, and a series of stationary lights seen in Phoenix area.
Sound effects.
This was 9, so I was like 8 or 9.
99. This is 99.
97.
97.
I do remember like the night, I feel like, but I don't really remember all the controversy that came with it. I do think that I went outside and saw these with my dad, though. Either that or, like, you know when you, like, see it so many times growing up on TV that you think you saw it?
Yeah.
Like, when you're a kid, you're like, I can't remember if I saw that or I just saw it in the news.
So were they
Same
up
one
for
of
a
those
good
memories.
minute? Like, was it happening for like a solid, like how long does it say that they were up for, or does it not?
It says both sightings were due to aircraft participating in Operation Snowboard. So they tried to cover this up. The military tried to cover this up. I remember
course.
this really quickly with flares. They said they claimed that it was flares. I don't think it was flares. They were like flying in a V formation for an elongated period of time. And it was
That's crazy.
pretty wild. Witnesses in Henderson, Nevada reported seeing a large V-shaped object traveling southeast at 8:15 p.m. An unidentified former police officer in Paulden, Arizona, reported seeing a cluster of reddish-orange lights disappear over the southern horizon. And this apparently went on for about 15 minutes
15
during each
minutes?
witness encounter.
Damn.
So then at approximately 10 p.m. that same evening, a large number of Phoenix people started calling 911.
It was SpaceX. Duh.
And they tried to say that the military came out, said there were flares. From this point on, they did like apologize and said that they would start like informing the public.
Oh, like giving a warning, like, oh, we're gonna do this or something.
Yeah,
like
because
that?
they started saying that they were like doing it for practice for the fighter jets, but it makes no sense because they started doing it in Nevada, right? Like,
Yeah.
there was a Portsmouth in Nevada,
Mm-hmm.
and flares don't last anywhere near like that long, where they would go from Nevada and then like 2 hours later be seen in Phoenix.
Yeah.
You could see, like, you could argue that you could see stuff like that, like when there's a SpaceX launch, we can see it from California.
But
These people were like fucking seeing like a shape, like a UFO, like above them.
And from back then till now, sure, SpaceX is like a technology that it's
I mean, we're like light years away from where we were, and like so many people photographed it, and then they were like all swept under the rug.
crazy
Very awkward.
Crazy shit.
Probably super scary to see in person. Like, that's like legit seeing like UFO in person floating above your house, and everybody's freaking out.
I wish I'd witnessed something like that. And it also makes you wonder, like, how much more has the government tried to hide and keep under wraps regarding like extraterrestrial stuff?
I mean, like Area 51.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
And for us to, I mean, I think honestly, for us to think that we're like the only, you know, species.
Yeah. I saw a clip of Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil Tyson. Or
whatever. He was like saying that like humans are like made up of the most common elements in the universe. There's carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen.
Yeah, and that's you can find that in multiple places.
Yeah, you can find that everywhere.
They already found like water on Mars.
Crazy shit.
Yeah.
Crazy shit.
And I think like after, like, we're gonna try to skip through these pretty quickly, guys. But if you guys want to hear more about them, like if you want to do like a full rundown on these, then we can. But right now we're doing like our Halloween scary episode, and we're just kind of blowing through like some crazy Phoenix mysteries.
And if you guys are interested in checking out the websites that we were finding here, we'll make sure to leave it linked down below. There's a fictional movie about the Phoenix Lights called Phoenix Forgotten, and it's more of like a found footage type movie, if that's your thing, like Blair Witch or As Above, So Below. It's a really good watch. I'll give it a 7 out of 10 for sure.
Dang, 7 pumpkins out of 10. All right, guys. So now we're gonna dive into this one is arguably probably the realest haunting out of all these ones. Probably the realest, like most accounted for. I've been here. When I was a little kid, I thought I saw something here, and I'll talk about that once we get going.
Yeah.
But right now, we're going to talk about the Thesson House.
Dum, dum, dum.
Since the Thesson House is one of Phoenix's architectural wonders and one of the oldest surviving houses in the city. It was built in 1895. Influential Thesson family, the house has withstood the test of time. I have been here when I was a little kid. My parents actually used to dance the hula outside of this house once a year for the Aloha Festival.
So you're cursed.
I'm cursed. I looked up one night when I was about 10. It was nighttime in Phoenix. And I looked up at the window of this house, and I swear to God, on my mother's beautiful life,
okay,
that I saw a little girl in the window.
Actually?
And I swear to God, I thought I saw this. You know, I was a little kid. I was scared of the house. It's a very mystic-looking home, especially something that you don't normally see here in Phoenix, because we'll show photos of it now.
Mm-hmm.
But this is not a normal house for Phoenix at all.
Right.
This is like...
It looks out of place, too.
Oh, 100%.
It looks like something out of, like, the Harry Potter fucking universe.
Yeah, and when you do the tour of the house, they do talk about... And this was before I went on the tour. I didn't go on the tour until I was, like, maybe in the 8th grade. This was, like, when I was, like, the 2nd or 3rd grade. But we would always be there late at night because we had to set up this event. We would be there till about midnight.
Mm-hmm.
And I would sit on the bench outside reading and doing my homework when my parents were getting ready for this event.
Yeah.
Anyway, I swear to God, I looked up and I saw like a blue shaded, like, you know, mysterious, like ghost girl in the window. And I later went on the tour and they said that there was a little girl that died there.
No fucking shot.
Bro. And I was scared to go on the tour. Like, I tried to not go to school that day. I remember being scared. And I was telling my mom, like, I don't want to go to the house.
That's insane.
Yeah. It
wow,
was really
dude.
wild. It does say the house reportedly had been haunted since the 1980s when the museum caretaker was shot and dead on the house grounds. So in 1980, the caretaker was shot there.
Damn.
There must be like police reports confirming that too as well.
It's a murder house.
Says visitors have seen unusual shadows and phantom sightings, and staff had doors locked and unlocked on their own.
Mm-hmm.
It's also common to feel phantom heat from the unused fireplaces. The Thesson House was built in Queen Anne style Victorian architecture. giving it a typical haunted house appearance.
There you go.
Yeah, and I'm going to see if it says anything about the little girl on this.
Holy shit, that scared me.
Dude, Kai, you can't be scaring us.
Say hi.
Hello.
I saw you guys' shadow on the white wall here, and I was like, what the fuck?
So it was turned into a museum in the 70s.
You can go into this house?
We could go there. We could send the girls in there and
Right now.
put GoPros on them.
Right now.
And pay for rent the house out, and then just send them in there and make them sleep there.
For the channel. Guys, for the views.
For the views.
For the views.
So the Rawson House was obviously the Rawson family. I guess the Rawson family was curating politics over a decade. But in 1882, it says that the Rawson's family daughter got the flu and reportedly died in 1895.
Dude, this
in her bedroom.
What the hell? Why people keep
And
dying
it was
here?
really sad because Reed had a lung condition, traveled to Phoenix on doctor's orders, open air treatment. Reed ran the New York Tribune for the Phoenix whatever during his writings. I get this was the dad. And Dr. Rawson, died also.
In the house, too.
No, sorry, he died in L.A. Might be.
Oh, okay.
Lots of deaths in this
They just
house.
keep dying
and
in the
even
fucking
in the
house.
80s, bro, lots of deaths in the house. And like a murder, I think they do say like murders are like the most haunted
Yeah.
energies.
Yeah, because they're like mad
'Cause they
about
were-
being killed.
Yeah, they're mad about being killed. It was unscheduled. Like they didn't know it was coming. They're kind of lost souls.
Yeah.
And so this house has that in multiple different ways, like a little girl and a groundskeeper.
A groundskeeper. Dude, probably gang related, dude.
Dude, it was the 80s, so maybe he was like part of the
Dude, stop throwing gang signs, Aaron. Sorry, the camera turned off, but you guys can't see. He's throwing up gang signs.
No, it was the 80s, so it could have been like NWA.
Oh, dude.
It could have been like the East Coast, West Coast Tupac thing.
She
Tupac.
was probably behind Tupac's death.
In that case, she kind of deserved
Deserved?
it. That is a...
Oh.
Oh, God.
Is that a cat? What's going on?
He has a thing about the dog on the other side of the wall, and
Right.
then they sniff each other through the wall, and then he just starts going ballistic. It's like a little chihuahua, too, I think. It's kind of one of those weird ones, too, because, like, we just bought this house, 2.5 months ago, and the neighbor back behind us keeps building shit in his backyard and has never said anything to us. But, like, he gets up on a ladder and he can, like, see us.
He's just peeking over the wall.
I'm just like...
Dude, what you up to,
Like-
dude?
And, like, when you move into a house, like, are you the one that's supposed to say hi, or, like, they the ones that's supposed to say hi?
A little bit of both, but I think that just out of respect, they would have to be the ones to come to you. Like, oh, welcome to the neighborhood.
Yeah, like, I'm the newbie. I'm the guy who just walked in the party. The host you should introduce yourself to the host, but
100.
the other people at the party should be like, "What's up?
What's up? Exactly.
I'm Jerry."
Dude, good to meet you.
No.
I'm Jose.
But anyways, so the Rawson House, very scary place. You guys can look at it. It is a Phoenix mystery. You can go in there. It is only like, I guess, $10 to do a tour.
I kind of, now that like I hear about it, I really want to do the tour. And you know
We
what?
can definitely do the tour.
Yeah, well, I'll keep you updated about it. I want to go.
I think we should go.
We should go.
Next October.
Next year, not only next October, but next episode we do. We'll be in the
We'll
Rawson.
knock that one out for you guys. Okay, time to get down to the nitty gritty. Are you gonna take this one?
The nitty gritty. I think you were excited about the Superstition Mountains, especially
Are you
the whole treasure thing.
You're gonna make me read it.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I'm here for like the ad libs and adding like the whole what, that's crazy. That's wild.
Okay, guys. So now we're getting down into the last story. So now we're going to talk to you guys about the Superstition Mountain legends, murder, and mayhem. The Superstitious Mountains are a series of jagged mountains resembling serrated teeth sticking into the desert sky at the edge of the Tonto National Forest.
What?
Laying east of Phoenix, they cast an ominous shadow upon the metropolitan area. Filled with ghost tales, monster encounters, and tales of UFOs, they are as mysterious as the devil himself. And for all those dark tourism enthusiasts full of legends, weird happenings, Ready to learn more? God, I guess this is an ad.
Okay, the writers are the writers.
They're plugging their
yeah.
Basically, what it says is once called the Sierra de la Espuma, Foam Mountains by the Spanish.
Sierra de la Espuma. Okay.
Yeah, Sierra. Yeah, that's what I meant.
That's
to
what
say.
you said. That's what you said. Yeah.
So they offer picturesque, panoramic views of the surrounding desert. This is not very scary, this article. So I really just fucking plugging like, yeah, come to Arizona.
So are they treating it like a tourist thing? Is that what it is?
Well, a lot of people here's what I'll say from the surface without reading an article. The Superstition Mountains are huge. I would say about 10 to 15 people probably die there a year between the summers and the cold. But one of the mysteries that they say with these mountains is that people will go in there and they'll get turned around, and that the spiritual like energies inside of there will kind of mess with their interior compass.
Yeah.
And then they'll kind of second guess where they are, and then they'll get deeper and deeper into this. And there is a lot of reports from early on, historics, that there was lost Dutchman's gold mine that is lost there somewhere. And that's basically what a lot of this stuff is going to talk about. They're saying that there's been Antonio de Perlada was murdered in 1799 by angry Apaches. There's a big record of people being, like cowboys and other people being scalped here.
Scalped?
Yeah, like the Apache Indians would... There's like spirits of the Apaches, and they would trap them and scalp them.
Bro, I just said a little off the top. I said a little off the top, not the whole thing,
I said a little
bro.
off the top, bro. They talk about how there's also some cowboys that were lost there looking for the lost Dutchman's gold mine, and that still happens a lot today.
100 likes and we'll go look for the gold mine ourselves, guys.
100 likes and we'll send Kylie and Sierra out there to go look for the gold mine. It says in 1848, the family of the Peralta family, was hiking. Let me see what this says.
You don't want it to be another ad. You don't want it to be another ad. You're like, I'm gonna read real quick.
Opened an orange market, and now they sell orange trees.
And they're currently having a sale.
They can get 12 dozen oranges and get a dozen for free. But it does say that the Peralta family found a bunch of gold there in the 1840s within the mountains.
Damn.
When they were searching and trying to find gold, obviously. They transported this precious mineral to their home for many years. But in 1848, the family was attacked and butchered in the so-called Peralta M massacre. In my defense, the M is over here in the
What?
Bro,
how does that happen?
And I thought it was a fucking name, bro.
Peralta
this is not
M.
right. This is not right. I said M. Massacre.
The name's Massacre. Peralta.
And I meant to say
Massacre.
Massacre. It looks like it was a name, okay? It says Peralta M. Massacre.
Peralta M. Massacre.
Okay. It does say in the mid-1940s, 1945, the headless remains of a prospector, James A. Curvey, were discovered in 1945 under a rock. So somebody
who just fucking flipped the rock,
dude. Could you imagine just being like, "Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go to Arizona and go for this hike down the mountain. Superstition Mountains heard is real pretty," and then you get your head cut off and then dig a hole and put a rock over you. Why did they just leave him out? In late November or early December 2009, Jesse Capon, a hiker from Denver, Colorado, disappeared in the Tonto National Forest. His corpse was found 3 years later in November 2012 by a local search and rescue organization, stuffed into a crevice. That's odd because in 1945, this guy's head was chopped off and stuffed under a rock. This guy was
the mystery of the stuffer,
murdered and then stuffed into a crevice. And like animals don't go, I'm not gonna leave this here. Everybody look at it. I'm gonna stuff it in a crevice. Unless like Winnie the Pooh, because Winnie the Pooh's probably pretty smart. He doesn't like he keeps a tidy home.
He's not smart. He doesn't wear pants.
That's just for like good ease. I mean, I wouldn't wear pants if I didn't have to.
Imagine dying and then finding out years later that two guys in a fucking shed are laughing at you for being stuffed in a fucking hole.
I mean, if you go out to the mountains, honestly, I think it's just because I grew up here. Like the people who die in the mountain ranges, like it's just like,
what?
Yeah,
Like, what did you expect?
Take a compass
At a fucking mountain that's like notorious for people dying at.
Yes, honestly, I'm not gonna go down like a bitch like that. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if I'm lost in the mountains, I'm lighting everything on fire around
You
me.
could probably take on a pack of Apaches.
Ghost Apaches
Mhm.
trying to take my hair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking those guys up, dude. I feel like if shit gets weak and I'm in a hand battle with somebody, right? I am being fought on the ground. I'm gonna go straight gay. Like, I'm gonna just go gay on them. I'm gonna start trying to like
Just to get
put
naked.
my finger in this guy's butthole. I would probably give this guy the best BJ he's ever had. He wouldn't even kill me.
He's like, understandable. Have a nice
I'd be
day.
like,
Walks
I'm about
away.
to rock your world, baby boo.
That's why he's mad, because he never got that. He never got that. You're giving him what he needed.
Oh, this is what you came for?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is why your
But
neighbor
now you
doesn't
know-
want to say hi to you. He's just looking at he's hearing
He's
you.
over
Right
there like with the little spire.
what did he say?
Anyway, I feel like we didn't do the Superstition Mountains really that much justice, but
They're scary though.
They're
They're
scary.
big, scary mountains.
There's scary
In
stuff
Mesa.
out there, guys.
Ooh.
Out of all these, which one's getting the highest pumpkin like scare for you?
I think the Rawson House is like the most like legit haunted. Like
I think it's like what you're going for.
Yeah.
You know, like the mountains are scary
yeah,
for a lot of reasons.
100%.
I'm more scared of wolves
You're more scared of the wolves.
than like the ghosts.
You're like, wolves are pretty scary.
I'm fucking those guys up, dude. I mean, I could.
If I really wanted. If you're like, you can do anything you set your mind to.
I'm the dominator.
I'm
okay?
the top. I'm the alpha. I'm the alpha
I'm the
of
alpha
this pack.
wolf.
Actually, we did this for Christmas. I was gonna ask you what is your like go-to Halloween scary movie?
Oh.
Like what's your
Okay, so like top. Can we do top two? Let's do
what's
top
one
two.
that you think is like a hidden gem that not many people know about?
Okay, so I watched this movie the other night, and I'll put a link to it here. I don't remember the name of it, but have you ever seen the movie Disturbia with Shia LaBeouf?
Oh yeah.
So this movie was like way before this Disturbia, which was shot like in the mid 2010s, I think. No, like that was probably actually 2005 or something. But anyway, this movie I think is where Disturbia kind of derived from.
Okay.
But it was shot in the 80s, so it's got that kind of like 80s vintage thriller, creepy.
All down for that. Yeah.
I feel like those are more scary than the movies today, almost.
Yeah.
Because
it's all
the
practical and it's no
Yeah.
CGI, no nothing.
yeah, and the no CGI stuff creeps me out more than the CGI stuff for sure. And it was basically Disturbia, like the same plot as Disturbia with the mom and the neighbor, but the neighbor's not a murderer, like a serial killer. He's Dracula.
Huh. What's it called?
I'll give.
Is
you
it Friday? No,
Fri-
Friday
Fri-
Frights.
yes.
Friday
Friday
Frights,
Frights.
or something like that.
Yes.
Yes, they remade it with Colin Farrell.
Dude.
Yeah.
They fucking the original movie is
The original is way
it's-
better, 100%.
It's better.
I know what
mean,
you're talking about now.
I would also say that there is a movie that my dad really liked.
Okay.
It's called Young Frankenstein, and that movie was made, I think, like in the must have been like the early 50s.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's not. It's more of a comedy.
Oh.
It's more of a comedy about Frankenstein.
Okay. I think that for me, I would probably I mentioned it earlier. It's called As Above, So Below.
Oh, the
That's-
Paris one.
Yeah, the one with the
Yes,
that's
bro.
honestly probably my top horror movie.
What's scary about that one is that like it's a real thing.
It's real.
Like,
it's
that's
a real thing. Yeah, kind of like the Rawson House. They like have a tour for you to go and check out. What do they call the catacombs?
Yeah,
Where like
and there
I don't know the
was
history.
really there's really dead.
Yeah,
shit
and it's
down
like
there.
piles of bones, and they're legit. You can go in there and see all of this, and they'll tell you like the history of it all. But yeah, the movie turns into something that's like obviously it's fictional and all, but it's a really cool premise. Definitely check it out.
I would say that's a great choice. What's your second choice? I mean, I think you kind of gave the other one.
Phoenix Forgotten. Yeah,
yeah.
I brought that one up too. That one's a really good watch.
and then the old classic one.
Yeah, and it sucks because there's some people who can't do the whole like found footage movie because they get all dizzy because with the camera shaking
Oh
and all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
For me, also, I just want to like, I don't know. October is my favorite month of the year.
Mhm.
My birthday's right around the corner in November, but I just like,
Yeah.
I'm such an October person. I think I just like when it starts getting colder. We can be outside at night.
Yeah.
I like the decorations and shit like that. I'm that guy.
Yeah.
But also like watching, for me, there's something in the air that changes in October. And then I like open the door. I have the doors open at the house, and I watch a lot of like the early Halloween movies with like Mike Myers and all that.
Yeah.
In the morning while like I eat breakfast and like the doors open, like I got the screen door like letting the air in.
It's
nice, bro.
Yeah, I rewatched the original Friday the 13th, and it's like satire, bro. Like there's a scene where
they're terrible.
It's so
terrible acting.
He goes into the, what is it? It's like a bathroom. It's like a bathroom, and she like turns around and sees Jason there, and it's like a 15-second shot of her going.
No, but it's like classic.
And she just falls. So yeah. And it's like the most dramatic fucking thing.
No, I will say like that's my favorite thing is like watching old horror movies in the morning on like a freaking like Saturday or Friday morning.
Yep.
No work that day.
Yep.
You know, just eating some cereal and hanging out. And that's like the freaking best.
For sure.
That's the best. You can smell the pumpkin in the air. I love it.
You know what sucks? I don't like pumpkin flavored stuff. And
you
it's
like pumpkin smelling stuff?
No, like anything pumpkin.
You're a
like
fucking asshole.
I don't know. I don't know.
I like pumpkin everything. Pumpkin pie, pumpkin cheesecake, pumpkins, pumpkin carvings. I don't like pumpkin spice lattes, but I like the pumpkin pie chai from Luana's, the #1 coffee shop in Phoenix, Arizona, open from 8 a.m. to 10 every day. And you know, like that's just who I am as far as like a pumpkin guy, but I do love pumpkin.
Oh, are you guys still doing the seasonal drink?
Oh, the Frank's matcha?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, we are doing the Frank's matcha. Frank's matcha, taro matcha. Very nice, very elegant flavors of matcha in our drink at Luana's. The highest grade matcha we can get in Phoenix. Costs about $130 per bag. It's wild. It only lasts us about 3 hours on a Saturday.
And it's a cool looking drink. So grab that, take a picture, post it, tag us.
Taro.
Yeah, tag us, and we'll
good too.
We'll repost you.
That one's good too. You can have it with alcohol too. Get a shot of 1942 and then some brewskis, and then get your friend's keys and drive his car home.
Go home. Go home right after.
Go out to Superstition Mountains. Die under a rock.
Get stuffed in a fucking crevice.
Stuffed into a fucking crevice. Bro, if somebody murdered me and stuffed me into a crevice,
I'd be fucking.
Oh man, I'd be so fucking
pissed,
mad,
bro.
I'd be, I wonder if you stand there and you watch people like the movie Ghost, where you like stand there and watch them like get rid of his body.
It's like fuck.
Like don't
put me in there.
I think this is a good episode. It's a good comeback episode for us. We're really excited, guys. We apologize for the delay in episodes, but you can rest assured there are a lot of projects going on. Omar's also been working on a lot of projects of his own, and expanding who he is as a creator. And he's been like learning a lot. He's actually like shot like a commercial now with another group of people, another company, and I obviously have been making a lot of moves between my house, my baby, my job, and we're just happy.
I think that it would be a good idea to, if you want to, right now we can ask them to like, oh, if you guys know the episode, like leave a bunch of questions. Maybe we could do a Q&A 100%. Episode. So if there's anything you guys want to know about what we do behind the scenes, or what our goals are for the future, or just anything really, drop a question. Ask us. We're more than happy to answer.
We like Omar and I. There's nothing more that we want from this than to like kind of build a community together and be able to create things for you guys, maybe entertain you guys in other ways outside of just our normal podcast situation.
Yeah. And I like the fact that we stick with like a more of like a raw, kind of like a homey vibe, and it's not actual like super high production. Not that we don't want to go that way, but I think
and
that
we will do things like that.
Yeah,
we will do things like that. But
I think we just keep a more of like a
it's
connection.
like a hangout.
Yeah, for sure.
And it is 100% a hangout. I mean, now Omar has to go meet up with this.
Yes.
So we're gonna let him get out of here, guys. Love you guys. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys. Have a happy Halloween. Be safe.